Hey nurses, why do we rush hip fracture patients to surgery? Unlike a wrist or arm fracture where patients can still move around, a broken hip means they can't bear weight at all. That immobility is dangerous. Every extra day in bed dramatically raises their risk of pneumonia, blood clots, pressure ulcers, and rapid muscle loss. Statistics back this up. 1-year mortality after a hip fracture runs between 20 to 25%. Multiple studies show that surgery within 24 to 48 hours significantly lowers death rates and complications. Femoral neck fractures are especially tricky because they can cut off the blood supply to the ball of the hip, leading to avascular necrosis. That's why older patients often get a partial or total hip replacement rather than just pinning the bone. After surgery, your role becomes critical. You need to follow hip precautions to prevent dislocation. The biggest difference between anterior and posterior hip surgery is muscle sparing with anterior approach, so there is less pain and shorter recovery. Posterior approach patients must avoid bending the hip past 90 degrees, crossing their legs or twisting inward. Keep the knees apart. Advise patients to sleep on their back or non-operated site with pillow between legs. Anterior approach patients have different restrictions, mainly avoiding leg extension behind an external rotation. This simple illustrations can assist you on patient education. Knowing which surgical approach was used helps you protect that new hip while getting your patient moving safely. Early surgery and proper precautions together give these patients their best shot at recovery.